monsters that were unleashed from this place on the mines, and they would have been on the other city, the various issues that the town, the City of Hope, is facing, that you becoming more or less sure that a large reason for this is because of the Fallen. And there's the question of what is the end goal? What is the objective of causing this chaos that would
Didn't
arrive
that
in your
vision-
heads? I'm not offering you answers, but there's a question that would arrive to your heads.
Hold on, didn't Sasha's vision say that the Fallen was like trying to wise things?
Was trying to what, sorry?
It was sort of trying to equalize things. In the vision where it said that we had to like fix the sun, they said something about the Fallen taking measures to equalize things.
Let me read it for you. It says, blah blah. We can accomplish the mix and match energies, and as it happens, there is someone else that works towards the same objective, though his mind dreams of glory and hungers for power.
Okay. So they're trying to figure out the methods of mixing the magics, but they're not trying to equalize things. Okay, got it.
Like what I understood. Also, don't tell me if I'm right or wrong. This is just like what I understood is that he is trying to like mix and match them, but to acquire that power himself for I don't know, for a reason. He's trying to do something. We don't really know what.
That would be
Right.
a fair assessment.
Right.
So, for what reason he's trying to do this? I don't know if he was trying to absorb the power of the light or he thought that the light shouldn't be here. But in any case, willingly or unwillingly, he is hurting the tree itself.
Hmm.
Probably willingly, considering all the attacks and stuff.
Yeah.
But, and without the what, then he's not gonna be able to learn much, I suppose. Also, I need to get Pastor to read that book. See if he dies.
Wow! Wow!
I almost did. But Pastor knows more languages than I do.
Fair point.
I know the language of Abyssal and Celestial.
Yeah, and I know Fey and Common. And Goblin. I know Goblin.
Wait, Goblin?
Don't think about it.
Okay.
I know how to speak to a devil.
Oh, wait, I know. Is it Dwarvish or... Wait, where are my languages? Yeah, Dwarvish, Goblin, Sylvan, and Common.
What? Okay.
Don't worry.
If we
Okay.
speak Common, I can speak to them. I could speak to a devil. We could get a good deal.
I don't know if they exist yet.
One McChicken.
Asmodeus, we need your help. Look
Could
at
I
Star,
trade
where
my
are
soul
you?
for a McChicken?
I summoned the spite of La Vista.
Alright, well, so this, what do we do now? We
Right.
have so much shit to do.
I think there's much else we can do here, so I guess we return to the surface.
Bill's just busy. Like, if we haven't burned all of the roots, he's just gonna rip out the last few that he can see. He's gonna snoof them out, and he's gonna rip them out of the floor and like throw them on the ground. Do his best to like de-root. He's gardening. Yeah, he's a fucking wolf. He's snoof.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the fucking sound they make. He's a little snoof.
No, I was thinking of the word snuff, and I thought you were just
No.
pronouncing it different. So I was like, okay. I mean, I do it all the time, so I don't fucking know.
But yes, above the board, now in regards to this abandoned laboratory, there's absolutely nothing more that can be gained.
Hooray!
You have 100%ed this location.
We've
Da da da
planned
da
it.
da 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 da.
Hey,
Curse laboratory.
Cursed laboratory complete.
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 Alright,
Alright, well, where else do we do?
vampire.
Interrogate the bitch.
Vampire.
Yes. And go
Yep.
interrogate bitch.
Wait, let us return to the crime scene.
And return to crime. I'll put on my detective hat.
Oh wait, I gotta find that hat.
Okay, let me check something.
Shopping. It's in recents.
Oh no.
The vampire has died to blood loss.
Or the custodian became a vampire.
They let everyone die to the vampire.
Intimidation skill check.
Oh.
That.
Get all the
I
secrets
mean-
out of them.
Oh,
To be fair, they are a. Oh god! I just looked at the hat.
it
It's a cool hat.
That's a good
is.
It's the only
That's
hat that
feel
I can
like-
find of the style that's big enough for my stupid head.
As an artist, I feel like that's something I've seen a young artist wear, like in art
I feel like that's
school.
something a golfer would wear.
No, that's
Something
definitely
I
like,
have put in my head before.
that's beret adjacent.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's a newsboy, but particularly a woman's newsboy because a men's newsboy is not.
a bit flatter.
I knew
Yeah.
it.
I have a newsboy cap myself.
I've seen bitches in the art department walk around with one of those.
Well, I had one, and then my niece has like really fair skin and stuff, so I lent it to her. I was like, "Don't lose it." She left it at the park or kept it or some shit. So I was like,
Fight.
oh, I gotta
Us-
go buy one.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
As you arrive back at the place, the situation seems more under control. The various onlookers and civilians are being kept away. However, of note, you do notice two things. One, that the vampire spawn, as it turns out, not like a full proper vampire, has several more bruises on its face and the visible portions of its body. But you also notice one fresh body of a guard that, as it's quite easy for you to basically piece the information that someone got sloppy, got too close, was too confident that the vampire is completely, pacified, and it's got torn out throat as a reward.
God damn it!
Idiot.
Pretty much instant death.
Can I make a
However,
history check real fast.
Wait, hold on.
yeah, go ahead.
Can I
What?
can I figure out how long ago this bastard died with a medicine check?
Revivify would not work.
Understood.
Revivify is like 1 minute, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
it's
it was
way
3.
past that.
No.
Okay. Yep. No. Bastard's dead. Shouldn't have been dumb.
Because I have history for undead
Mhm.
from my hunter background stuff. Can I roll a history to see if a vampire spawn can survive without body parts for no reason?
That's
No
actually,
reason.
Start with the
No
nails.
reason in particular.
That's actually a good question.
Because I know they regenerate.
Yes,
and
unless
usually
subjected
the only way to kill
to
them. Yeah.
unless subjected to radiant damage. Ah,
Hmm. If we,
well, it doesn't
I probably.
specify, but I'm gonna say fine. Obviously, there are some organs that if you remove them, that there's like, you know, they're gonna treat it as a coup de grace and just be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you notice that despite this, the vampire spawn is still alive. But yeah, as I mentioned, it's like more bruised. And Protector Sarif, you didn't think it was possible, but he seems to be glowing even angrier.
Amazing.
Vale's going to just nod at him and like walk past him to the vampire spawn, and he's gonna use his rope to basically gag the vampire, and he's gonna rip off his arms and legs and cauterize the wounds with his claws.
All right. As you are doing that, you know, at your choice, if you want to make like a basically general attack roll, or if you want to make a skill check
Sure.
to do this. Basically, it won't be combat, but this bitch will try to, you know, as a sign of defiance,
Mm-hmm.
try to bite you. 15. Let me see. With a 15. Okay, so especially as you're like gagging it, it like tries to like snap its fangs at you, but you're just slightly quicker than it. And that was the only real chance it had to like inflict any damage upon you.
He's gonna say, "Not so sassy now," as he rips off an arm. And then he'll ungag it and just kind of toss it against the wall because it's just a human nugget now.
What would that be? Okay. The most you get out of this is like through closed mouth screaming. It doesn't scream like loudly or openly. Like tries to like, you know, defy you, not give you the satisfaction.
He's not really doing it out of satisfaction. He doesn't want any more people to die. And then he'll cut its gag, like the rope, from behind so it can't bite him. And just sort of like toss him aside as a now nugget of a human, of a vampire.
But I do believe that you would apply a little bit of radiant damage to make sure that the limbs are not regrowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
And as the gag is removed, I think Pastor would go to get rid of the fang.
If you're gonna go do that, I'll hold his mouth open.
I think it'd be safer for Pastor because Metal Man.
He's already been cursed once.
You know, still can.
Totally told.
I mean,
yeah,
mechanically,
totally
that's
told
still
him.
a bite. That's still damage. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it will still hurt, but it's. I don't know.
I'll at the very least assist you. So.
Yep. Pastor's just gonna pull out some teeth.
all right. Done. Okay. Yeah, like ganging up on this like nugget, humanoid nugget, you are able to do that with no problem. But with your actions, you do not even get like, you know, whimper.
Yep. Pastor's just removing the teeth for safety's sake, especially after that guard got too close.
I got my last meal. So why don't we You save your time, you save mine, and just be just done with it. Although I imagine it would be like more like considering it doesn't have like some of its teeth, but I'm not able to properly roleplay that. Plus,
Yeah.
you need to understand me either way. So
I
Is
had
that
my last
common?
meal.
Hey, babe,
You
did you
cannot do
make
anything that intimidates me.
however, if all of that impromptu torture montage,
Yeah.
if you wish to have like another go,
No, I think I'm good.
Pity, pity,
Um,
pity, pity.
Vale will just
Just like,
look at him because I assume he says that in common, right?
yeah, it stopped bothering with different
Infernal.
languages.
All right. He'll just like let it rest against whatever cell wall, I guess, or wherever they're holding him right now. And he'll just say,
That was still
"Why would
happening
you
inside
leave?"
the like captain's office because for the most time they were
Okay.
like keeping it with like the sword pinned through the body to the office wall, and yeah.
Yeah, Vale's just gonna sort of crouch down near the ground, and he's gonna be like, "Why would we let you off so easy with dying now?"
Uh, so you don't even want to pretend to show that you are just as bad as we are.
I never claimed to be better, just different.
Okay. Hold on, because I don't think something's working. Oh yeah, of course it's not working. Okay, so the way I see it, you're going for the angle of you're gonna die, but you're gonna wish we kill you more quickly.
Yeah, I used to play evil paladins. That's how it is.
Okay. All right. If anyone wishes to, actually no, basically all the actions that were done count basically aiding. So, if you wish to make another intimidate check with advantage.
Yeah, that's fair. um.
Okay, with a 19. You can learn 2 pieces of information from this vampire spawn. What are Vale's questions? I mean, I say Vale, but like if the rest of the party wants to contribute, case like, what do you want to ask? Feel free to
Yeah, I'm
discuss.
definitely opening it up to everybody. Do we want to know like why specifically the captain, or was it more like head guard?
Like, who sent you? Why they sent you?
Well, we know who sent them. It's
Not
the
really. I mean,
from the
we
mark
just
on their
know.
neck. It's the Lord of Blood.
oh, we figured out what that will go directly relates to.
It directly relates to the Lord of Blood. Yeah.
Okay.
Did I state that?
Oh wait, no, not the Lord of Blood.
No.
It's the freaking bat. Can I make a check now that I know of the Night Lords to see if I know that symbol? Then
Go ahead.
I'm dumb. I don't know why I thought it was Lord of Blood.
Yeah, I
Would it
was
be
like, we don't know that.
or insight, or what would it be?
Hold on, how I wrote that on the handout. Insight from the past.
It's just
Vales.
advantage on skill checks to determine.
Ah, okay. Pa, 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 pa. Insight, not really, because that's reading a person directly in front of you, for example. So could be religion because of undead. Could be history.
Okay, I'll do a history
Uh,
check then. That's a 12. Fuck.
With a 12, I will give you this. It's not a symbol related to any one of the Night Lords you know.
Hmm. Okay.
And from what you
Then
remember from the recent history, seems like the whatever lord is behind this symbol, they seem to have a beef with Beckett, the Lord of Knowledge.
Yeah, because they were fighting a war when we were, or not a war, but a battle was being fought as we were leaving. So yeah, we should probably learn which lord he serves, and then what else do we want to learn from them.
Why specifically? What specifically was the mission that he failed at?
Was it just this guy because of he's the head guard, or was it like a second reason? Maybe.
So that's the first main question, right? Why Captain Lastimosa, yes?
You in agreement? I have not heard from
Yeah.
or Samal, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree. You're good.
Okay.
I have no real questions to ask in specifics.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's fine. Then yeah, who, like, why Captain Lastimosa, and then who do you serve?
Okay. So obviously, not role playing, but you can imagine that despite like his spirit being broken by Vale, by their intimidation, there is still trying to be defiant in the face of inevitable and mocking, but still, you receive the information. And you find out two important things. One, Captain Lastimosa was targeted not because of his rank, but because of who he is. And who he is that he was a high-serving knight of, as your characters understand, a different beacon of light, a different city that managed to survive for quite a while before falling a few years ago.
Are we
In
able
which
to,
direction?
we can ask Lastimosa, I guess. But...
We could ask Silas.
They would. Silas so active beacons.
Yeah. If it's not an active place, you wouldn't have any idea.
And by active, I mean like, alive, not being overwhelmed and
Yeah.
corrupted. Basically,
tell us
to say
why
that,
it-
yeah, but basically as a way to cement the legacy, to tie off the loose end.
So we can infer from that his lord is the one that made that place fall.
That is a correct assumption. That would be like fair assessment. And as you give the second question, like, who gave the order, if I remember correctly? So he says my lord, as in one of the Night Lords, but then as he says something about like cementing his power, like proving, like wiping the stain that his predecessor didn't, I will allow you to make. This is like similar to like the last history check regarding the topic, and you can basically we are treating this as a prolonged advantage, so you can make another history skill check.
Oh my god.
It's like maybe there are like two different lords being talked about here.
If
Maybe there's some change of power, some backstabbing, but it's like all conjecture and hypothesis without any proof.
if I question him on like cementing power, does it feel like it's more Lord of Might? Because that kind of cementing power, I feel like someone would earn the title Lord of Might after like wiping out a beacon. I think that would probably work
Give
better.
me insight check.
Okay.
Because you do see a reaction. The vampire spawn nugget like stills when you mention that title. And
I
then
squint.
just gives a hollow chuckle. Not so mighty now. My lord dealt with him, and he'll deal with you. And that's essentially the most you can get out of him, despite all the torture and all the intimidation. That's he's completely like spent and burnt out.
With that insight, was he lying or was that genuine?
He was genuine, and with that 25, with that previous history check, something clicks. There are two different lords being talked about here. The Lord of the Might, that most likely was the one that made the home place of Captain Lastimosa fall, and then the usurper.
Most likely the Lord of Decay, then Vale will say as he gets up. He'll turn to, I assume the Protector is still there. Unless he left. I don't know.
He left for a moment, like, ensure that his people are right, that the guards are handling situation. So he was like mostly hanging around, trusting you to, deal with this. But he like returns when you like need him.
He'll just tell him that the prisoner is his, and that we got what we needed, and give him generally what we learned. And that we are going to like ask Captain Lastimosa some things once he gets better. Or feels well enough to talk.
Well, considering that I heard you were the ones responsible for keeping him alive, and then he nods towards Pastor. I think Captain won't have problem with you occupying his time right this moment. Needs must and all of that. If you don't mind me, I'm gonna prepare a suitable execution for this filth.
Enjoy.
Yeah, they are planning to get some payback, especially for that one, stupid guard that got too close, but, still. That guard is a guard that has to be avenged.
Indeed.
But yes, you will find Captain Lastimosa sitting on a nearby, like, half stone wall. One hand on his temple, the other one holding a mug, wooden mug. But you will not spell an alcohol. It's like no mug of water.
I'll go sit down
Yes.
next to him.
Can I help you with something?
He's just gonna quietly look at the group and then just kind of be like, "Can someone else ask him this?"
I was just a little traumatized. But so, what exactly are we trying to question?
Trying to figure out what made the last bastion that he came from fall. If it was for sure, like if Lord of Decay was in the area, because it could have also been Lord of Seas. We don't know.
Yeah, I will ask. We discovered something from, well, or guessed earlier. We wanted to ask if you know what exactly destroyed the bastion that you were from.
That I was from. I did come from somewhere. Uh, and you see, like, he drops the mug, and then now he's holding his head with both of his hands, as you see, like, someone trying to remember and trying to bring those memories that are behind the veil, like causing him significant pain. As again, Veil and now, like the others that are close by, they would notice the same scar on his head that Veil noticed before. And I was somewhere, a fort, for the bastion. I was at a night. I served. The leader, those years. Essentially, over the course of like several moments, we are getting this like keywords, like he's even struggling to get out coherent sentences about his past. It's like clear to you that he didn't. It's been a long time since he like seriously tried to wrestle his memory or whatever is left of it.
Sasa will probably just like kind of put hand on shoulder. It's just like, take it easy. It's okay.
There was something powerful. I tried to protect my leash. But I ran? Why did I run? Why did I want to live where everyone else died? Why? And he falls silent, like muttering to himself. It's so it tells you that while he and you can, if you take his words and combine with what you know, you can guess with a solid certainty that it was a Lord of Might that led whatever forces of darkness he had and finally overwhelmed whatever bastion Captain Lastimosa lived before. Similarly, some sort of, like, what's the word? Royalty leadership, because he's talking about a liege, so maybe like a king or a prince, him being a knight. But he is, in his state, he's sadly unable to give you any more clues, like if there's anyone else involved.
Can I ask him who his liege was, like in specifics, if he has any?
He's unable to give like a proper full description, and whatever glimpses, like short sentences or keywords, they do not rustle any memory. They do not. They do not sound. They do not sound familiar at all. This is just some kind of royal or a noble that controlled this bastion and fell alongside with it. That's the gist you are getting.
Interesting.
Was the area near the ocean by any chance?
No. Also, above the board, I have to mention, it's not a big spoiler, it's not a big knowledge, but there are more Night Lords than those 4 that you have learned.
I hate this. I hate this knowledge. Okay.
I only specified 4. I didn't say that you will learn all of them.
When you say these are the titles of the Night Lords, I assume
4 of them. Okay, so that's okay. So essentially, that might be on me because of
Okay.
English and whatnot.
No, it's fine.
I thought that's
Hmm.
because collectively as a group they are the Night Lords, but
Thug. We got a random, what would you call it? An unknown variable.
Not known there.
We have
Well, all
an
right.
variable. Alright. Then I don't want to bother him anymore. Obviously, this is not good memories in the first place.
not only not exactly good, but just the same fact of him trying to push through the trauma, both physical and mental, trying to remember in the first place. It's like fight back against his like partial amnesia. It's causing him like actual pain.
Yeah. Then I'm just gonna be like, thank you for your help. We appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, don't question it. You were the ones that saved my life.
I just sort of pat him on the shoulder and tell him to get enough bed rest.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna live in Brest for a bit then.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
So with the time, okay. So with those situations being handled and with some bits of information being received, yeah, you guys are looking at each other, considering your next move. Do you have any ideas you wish to pursue?
We have so many things.
A lot of ideas, actually. I call it the one vampire I can sort of maybe sometimes trust. Hey, my friend. Friend in quotes. Person who I don't
Acquaintance.
need to...
I still vote to investigate what Silas has been figuring out about the trees.
Yeah.
Please.
Please.
Regarding the Fallen Bastion, I will give you this. You do not know the exact location, distance, or like place, but consider this: if it's been being taken over, the usurper that you now suspect is having a beef with Lord of Knowledge, and you've seen their forces, duking it out near the library. You know where their library is. So perhaps the Fallen Bastion is relatively nearby. By relatively, I mean that still might include day or two of travel, but still.
Yeah, it's traversable. Something that we really need to figure out, though, is how are we going to... Well, I guess Sasa hasn't told us. If we ever have time, Sasa is going to explain everyone what her vision was, because I don't think she has explained everything about it.
Above the board, do you wish me to show your handouts
To
to
show
the
it.
others?
Yes, please.
Okay. Actually, let me double check, because I believe the question of balance handout was shown to the others. Yeah, all players observer.
Yes.
The answer was shown, the other page was not. Do you wish to
Yeah,
keep
the
it
other
that way?
page was not. I think it will be time for me to tell them.
Okay, so I'm gonna reveal the other page. And yeah, now you should see beside the answer page, you should see the example page. So that's that, and then insights from the past. Sasa's question. Sasa's question. Configure ownership. All players. Actually, hold on. Observer. Okay. Should also see Sasa's question handout. Page, I mean. Within the handout. That's essentially more or less Sasa is like giving it all, spilling all the beans.
Sephiroth. Of course.
Sephiroth.
Sorry, what?
Sorry.
I think-
Never mind. I was looking at like the light and dark wing angel, and I was like, ah, it's him. Hmm. All call signs. We got a rogue angle. God damn.
Yeah, so this is everything that Sasa has learned, and all of this, well, pretty much all of this are answers from the board. So,
I don't trust dead baby.
I don't think the baby was the one talking to me.
I hope not.
I think it was a giant eye, but I don't
I
know.
also don't like that.
World be fucked, yo.
Back.
World
Hello
do be
back.
fucked, though. Welcome back.
I'm showing
Yeah,
everyone the handouts that I had.
Okay.
yeah, they also should be like, yeah, popped off for you, Derp.
Yep.
It's basically Sasa is
The
spilling all the
the
beans.
example. Huh.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
one's interesting.
That's a creature that has stats and a name I found somewhere, and it's potentially interesting.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, so this is why I haven't shown this picture yet.
Hmm.
Not you messaging in a different language. Looks scary.
Yes. Should you be fine with me offering a suggestion regarding the next step? I'm willing to offer some ideas. But for now, I'm still giving you time to like basically digest what Sasa is dropping on to the rest of the party.
I will be okay with that.
And actually, I will
Oh
also
boy.
answer that Sasa like revealed everything that she learned and saw. Is anyone following in her steps, as in above the board? Do anyone else wants me to reveal their handouts to the rest of the party?
I already described it, so you can go ahead and reveal it.
Alright. Codex, Insight from the Past, Veils question, Configure Ownership. Alright, everyone should see Veils page in the handout.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Wait. Quick question.
Yes?
In my insight, the overseer you mentioned, are they the same person as the ancestor?
No, they are not.
Understood.
But I take it that for now, Pastor is not spilling all the beans.
No, Pastor is gonna keep this to himself for a while.
Understood. That's fair. I take it the same for Silas, or do you want me to reveal the page somehow?
Same.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Right. Would it be okay if we end up here for today?
Alright, just
Keep your secrets.
basically wanted to deal with like potentially next step.
Okay.
Basically, basically the suggestions I would offer is that okay, you could go and try to find the usurper, the one that sent assassins against the captain on your own, and beat the shit out of him, if that's the goal, basically eliminate a threat. But then, you do know, or rather strongly suspects, that this creature has a beef with the Lord of Knowledge. So if you do not want to risk the journal falling into wrong hands, perhaps this is a different way of getting a bargaining chip. Assuming you are still interested, or rather you still think that you might get some better knowledge from, the self-proclaimed Lord of Knowledge. So that's one thing. The other one would be to basically attempt to reach the source. Either go beyond that cave-in underground, or basically maybe snoop around the church ruins on the outskirts and find if there are like some secrets lying there. Or
I think the tunnel that we found might be the better idea.
All right.
Yeah. I think Pastor's gonna pay a visit to the church.
The partially burned, ruined one on the outskirts, I assume.
Yep. They should be the same one, right?
The one that's now because. No, I was mentioning like there were like two different.
Oh, there's
structures.
two?
There was one in the city that wasn't really like used other than by you. And there was like
I thought
this...
the one I was using was the one that was outside of the walls.
No.
Okay.
I thought I was trying to clear that up before, or maybe I wasn't clear enough. My brain has a little bit of haze.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the church it is. The ruined church it is.
Yes.
and the secrets lying beneath it. Probably will not be a spoiler, but well, perhaps we'll be approaching final battle. Maybe not next session, but well,
There's a freaking angle
see.
in there.
we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, you'll be fine. You still have like plenty of healing potions.
Yeah, you're right.
I would like to get back all of my second level spell slots, though.
What? Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, that seems kind of important.
Yeah, also for reference, I put the only flaw for Vale is that he gets very angry when good people die.
Hmm.
Other than being generally stupid.
On.
Yeah.
That's fair. And I'm gonna. It's spoiler, but yeah, I will expect Vale to be very angry when the Fallen explains his reasoning.
Yeah, he's probably like, a few will die, but it is worth the cost.
Stop reading my fucking notes because I was literally going to say, Lord Farquaad from Shrek. Yes! Fucking stop!
We're nerds. We have the same brain. It's how it is.
The one brain cell making connection.
Neuron activate. Yeah.
Some of you will die, but this is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Exactly. And Bill would be like, so you've chosen to die. Got it. Alright, well, thank
But
you for the
yes,
session.
like regarding
Amazing
the
as always.
final showdown, I will when it comes closer to this, I will have a
Sorry
specific
about that.
question regarding how you want to run it in terms of stakes and how dangerous or not it may be. But we'll get to that. And sorry for like stepping into words. I mean, yeah, thank you for like playing the session with me. Sorry, it was like a little bit. Not sure what word I was disjointed, but I was feeling a little bit hazy towards the latter portion of it. Like maybe mental processing power wasn't enough.
I think it was more
It's all
so
good.
because we were all just sitting there thinking about shit for like
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I also ADHD zoned out in the middle of the session and no one noticed.
You're good. Jeez.
it's fine. It happens. As long as you were not terribly bored, and some of the lore I'm dropping, if it's slightly interesting to you, then that's fine. I'm happy.
I wasn't bored. It was just one of those things where I just kind of like stare off into space for like 2 minutes.
Oh, I get that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Or rather, I probably should, without specific, I should say like overall, like I consider this a win if after those 2 hours or 3 hours of session you do not consider that time wasted, but actually like.
Of course not.
No, I love that.
All right.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Alright.
But yeah,
See you guys next week. Thank you for the session.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Bye,
be
everyone.
seeing each
Goodbye.
other next week.
Bye.
Yay.
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Have a good one, Mr. BM.
Yeah.
Derp.
Have a good one too.
Take care.
Yeah.
Take care.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wanted to send you the music that I was playing at the end there
Okay.
because
Feel free.
I like this song.
I'm basically using the the stuff that I can use in Foundry or rather in
Yeah.
Forge from the modules because I know it's like 99% like royalty free. So
Yeah. I'm pretty
I'm not worried.
sure this creator lets people use it. I'll double check.
Then again, it's actually like bonus for Roll20 that it's like easier to upload and use your own music. It might be possible
Right.
to use it here as well, but it's like slightly more complicated, maybe.
I just wanted
I'm
you
not sure.
to listen to it because I think it works well with that session.
All right, I definitely will. But yeah, I'm also gonna be dropping.
Yep.
So have a good night,
Take
and
care.
I will
You too.
see you next week. All right, off we go.